Hi, welcome back. If you're wondering why this is a little bit of a hot mess behind me, it's because I guess you've already seen by the title of the video. Today I'm actually packing for my move. So I leave 3 weeks today, all things going well. I actually had my visa documents collected by UPS this morning, so they're scheduled to be in South Korea by this Friday. The school that I'm going to work with needs to then send back a visa code, and as soon as they send back a visa code I can make an appointment to get my E2 visa in the Korean embassy in London. So everything should be kind of set up by this time next week. And then from what I heard, like friends and my brother, their visas took about 10 days to get back. So all going well, everything should be good to go in 3 weeks, because I'm not sure if you've watched my other vlogs where I've mentioned this before, but my plan is to go and stay in the United States for about 10 days before I head to Korea. I'm going to go visit my mum and the rest and some family over there, plus the people I'm going to go and stay with stay like an hour's train journey from Manhattan, and there's still so much I haven't seen in New York City that I want to see. If you're wondering why I'm wearing a hat inside, it's because my hair looks like absolute ass and like I didn't want to go for a shower. I'm just gonna tell you, I'm just gonna say it like it is. And then I'm gonna be like lifting suitcases and stuff like that, so I know I'm gonna be sweating, so that's why I don't have any makeup on. So yeah, so this video is me. I've got 3 weeks, like I said. Within those 3 weeks, I still have to work. It's my birthday. I am going for a weekend away. Oh my god. I have to go to London and I have to say goodbye to all my friends, and I just want to spend as much time with my friends as I possibly can. So, although some people watching this might be like, why are you packing everything so far in advance? One, I just like to be super organised. Two, I can watch back and people watching it can watch and give me some feedback, like maybe you should add this or maybe you don't need as much of that. I'm totally open to like any suggestions that anybody has, because obviously this is my first time ever moving out the country. A lot of people I guess are going to watch this and think she's taking way too many clothes, but I am so into the way I dress. I mean, you can tell it today, I have like a white t-shirt and a baseball cap on, but normally I'm very into the way I dress and I'm very into accessories, so I have a lot of bags and a lot of shoes. Well, I'll link up here, I did purge. I would say I probably got rid of like 2/3, oh, maybe that's a bit of an exaggeration. Maybe I got rid of like a third of my clothes. And what I'm going to do while I'm packing right now is kind of go through everything again, try on things I'm not sure that fit me or not, and get rid of a little bit more. My plan is to take this big suitcase with me, and then I'm using my small suitcase as a tripod right now. This one is like a kind of medium sized one, and I think I'm going to leave all my winter stuff in this. Look at the bruises on my arms. I'm a hot mess. I'm so clumsy. Yeah, so this medium sized case, I think I'm going to leave my winter stuff in, and instead of paying an extra £50 to have it brought over to America with me, and then another £50 to get from America to Korea, and then not only to mention that, I'll have to be carrying 3 suitcases while I'm travelling on my own. So I'm travelling on my own from Glasgow. I'll be flying to Newark hopefully, and then I'll be flying probably JFK to Seoul, and then I have a week of training in Seoul, and then I need to make my own way from Seoul to Daegu, which is likely going to be in a train, and it's going to be hassle enough travelling with 2 suitcases and a handbag, never mind adding another large suitcase. And I'm like not the biggest person in the world, like I'm a little person, so it won't be easy for me to like take to do with all of that. So I think that's the plan, and then when my mum gets home she will ship it out to me when I get settled in my apartment and things like that, because like my heavier winter coats, heavy jumpers, things like that I just don't need, and it's just a lot less hassle. And the £100 that it's going to cost me to take this case on the flights I'm going on anyway, is exactly what it's going to cost for me to ship it over, so I might as well just leave it here and it's one less thing to worry about. Apart from that, I think that's it, so let's get to packing. It's bizarre, right, because I packed these cases, I stripped my bed so I could do this because I didn't want to get like the wheels all over my duvet. But there's things in here like this jumper, this scarf. I packed this case maybe a month ago. I forgot I had half this stuff already. So I think doing that would probably be like a recommendation of mine. If you are going away, put away the things that, so for example, I put my winter things away because it's like the middle of summer, supposed to be, if you look at the weather. I mean, it's the middle of July, but it's going to be easier for me to like repurge, I think, because look at me trying to carry this case. Because I've kind of like taken away the emotional attachment, if you will, to the clothes. So let's go through everything one more time, and then I'll show you how I'm going to actually pack everything, and then beyond clothes, what other like essential things I think I need to bring with me. Kind of feel like a chicken in this one. So here's my first packing dilemma. I knew it was going to be a dilemma before I started filming this, but like just when I actually started to try and fit everything in my case, I'm like, there's no way I can pack this coat. So if you see it in the, it's like a kind of halfway down the thigh length faux fur. It's 100% acrylic. It's this like gorgeous vintage fur I bought from Armstrong's in Edinburgh. I bought it like maybe like 4 years ago. It was only £35. Of all the fur coats I have, it is the warmest, the heaviest, the longest, and just the one that goes with the most things. So it's coming. I don't care if well, this is what I'm going to have to do. So I had it originally packed in here. Literally took up the whole half of the suitcase. Now I can't afford, one, I don't want to have to buy an extra suitcase to send. Two, I can't afford to use up that much space. So what I'm actually going to have to do is just wear this coat travelling, which on the last day of July, first day of August, I'm probably going to look like an absolute idiot. But I'm just going to have to do it because I don't need it, but it can get to like -15 where I'm going to be staying, and this is the only coat that works for me. I'm probably going to have to wear like long leather gloves because doesn't go all the way down my arms. But compared to all the other coats I have, it's just so much more like heavy duty. So it's coming with me, but that's my like kind of compromise I'm going to have to make with myself. I'm probably going to be sweating absolute buckets travelling, but it has to be done. So that's dilemma number one. I have decided that, so you see me try this green coat on, and I'm really happy because I bought that green coat when I was, I want to say like 19. I bought it out of Zara, and it didn't fit me for like 3 years, but now it finally fits me again, so I'm happy. I'm undecided on this little cropped faux fur. Like I don't really know where I'm going to be going wearing a jacket like that, to be honest, so I think that's, do you know what, I decided that can stay in Scotland. I have another pink fur up here, I'll show you, that's like just as thick as this up here. But again, I just can't, oh god, sorry, I picked you up upside down there. I just can't afford like the space or the money to have to take an extra suitcase with me. So, and then I have one more fur, this one, which is just like a few shades lighter than this one, but it can fold down really, really compactly. So I'll shove that in there with all my like hats, scarves, gloves, jumpers, turtlenecks, things like I won't be wearing for the first few months while I'm over there. So yeah, let's keep going. This is where we're at with the case that's coming like September, October. So this is a fake fur gilet. These are two like big thick winter scarves. I mean, this scarf is so huge, it's like basically a blanket. I have a pair of leather gloves. I have another tartan scarf. I have a swimming costume in here because I don't intend on travelling before this case arrives. So that's fine. I won't be able to take any holidays anyway before this case arrives. This is like the smaller fur. And what else do I have? 2 seconds. I have a white little bobble hat that I won't be needing. I have like a burgundy one. And then I had, where are they? I had like little magic gloves, Well, that's what we call them in Scotland. I don't know what they call them elsewhere. And then I have this, which is actually part of this leather jacket from Zara. It's such a pretty coat, wait a minute, I'll show you it properly. So it's just this like kind of dark green leather jacket, but you can actually attach the fur here. So I like to wear it without the fur, like spring, summer. And then I add this little fur lapel thing in the winter, and then I feel like it just makes it look like a brand new coat as well. So that can go in there too. And that's, oh sorry, right, okay, so I feel like that's this side pretty much done. So this case is pretty much done. I have like three like cable knit jumpers. Oh shit, sorry. I have a Ralph Lauren jumper in here as well that my mum actually just gave me. But I'm kind of still wearing this, so I won't pack this until like right before I leave, because I wear that jumper like every other day. And I have a St Andrews hoodie that I'll probably put in there as well. So I think what I'm going to do is, with this, oh see, look at this, how full this case is still. So I think what else I'm going to squeeze in here is, or I should say, clothes that like fit but I'm not entirely comfortable in yet. Like for example, there's a pair of trousers that I can zip and stuff, but I just, you know, when like things hang over, like I'm not in it. So my plan is, when I go over there, I'm going to go completely vegetarian. Look at the way I'm standing. I'm such a lady. And my plan is to go completely vegetarian. I've already looked up a gym like near where I'm going to live. Like I've lost so much weight, but I've still got like a little bit to go. Everything I've packed is something that either is like slightly too big, fits me perfectly, or slightly too small. And I know I said I wasn't going to pack anything that didn't fit, but I mean like the things that don't fit are like between sizes. So things that are like a little bit too big, I can just either like pin back with a safety pin, or I can like put a belt on and it will look absolutely fine. And as stuff gets too big for me, I'm just gonna like donate it, because I don't want to have like a total surplus of clothes, even though you're probably looking at how much stuff I'm packing and thinking you're a bit late. So I think what I might put in this case as well, if I've got any room, are shoes, because I want to. I've left myself with 9 pairs of high heels, right? And I know you might think that's so many, but honestly, when I tell you, I had like more than 50 pairs of heels. So for me, it's pretty good. I've actually sold like half of the ones I got rid of. Oh, I can't deal with that reflection with me standing like that. So I'll show you what shoes I've got left, and then I'm going to try and like select ones I think I'll use while I'm the first couple of weeks, and then ones that I just like think are impractical. I mean, to be honest, I shouldn't take any that have more than like a 3-inch, 4-inch heel, because I'm living in a city. I'm not going to be walking about a city wearing big. I might bring one pair of like high heels just in case I go for any nice dinners or anything like that, but I find it very easy to walk in kind of heeled sandals, so I don't mind packing loads like that, because when I'm home I wear shoes like that like day to day. But for the most part I'll be bringing like comfy shoes for work, and I think I might bring one pair of high heels. I actually have, I'm gonna need to just, I have a nice pair of Manolo Blahniks that I think I'll pack in the case that's coming with me. I'm going to pack them in my roll-on, like my carry-on suitcase, because they're a little bit expensive and I don't need them going missing on my flight over to the States or the one over to Korea. So I guess I've just made my decision about what high heels I'm bringing with me, and I'll probably take, I have a black pair of sandals, I got rid of those, an orange pair and a pink pair. So kind of like summery ones, and then ones either for winter or that I can wear like any time a year, I guess. Okay, so let's look at the shoes. Okay, so I told a lie. I told a lie. I have 11 pairs, but I wasn't including these boots, and then these ones that are like all ready for the bin, because look at them. I'll just donate these. I bought them for my graduation, so these, the Manolos are definitely coming. So I'll just put these in here right now. So let's decide. Okay, so these were the kind of reasonable heels I was talking about. They're very easy to walk in, so they can be like my summer shoes. These ones I wear all the time, although they're a little bit worn out. I love them. So they can come too. I'm just looking at the actual heel on them, you know, I'm trying to be like, can I take both of them? But then these are like basically the same colour as the Manolos. What do I do? Okay, so I think I made a decision. Even though I absolutely love these shoes, they're exactly like the Manolos. Like, not in terms of colour, but in terms of, like, they're both court shoes. They're both the exact same size of heel. And obviously I would rather take my Manolos. And then these and these shoes are actually the exact same shoe. But I feel like these are a little bit more festive. I'm thinking Christmas, New Year. So I'm going to take these. And out of these and these, I'm going to take these because these are the only black heels that I'm bringing with me. And I think to take 5 pairs, for someone like me, I think that's pretty reasonable. And I mean, like, these are Giuseppe Zanotti. Like, I don't really want to leave them, but I can't just take them for the sake of taking. I actually bought those shoes on sale in Canada last year for like, I think they were like maybe 300 Canadian dollars down. Wait, I think it says it on the boot actually. Yeah. They were supposed to be $1,350. I got them for $262 plus VAT, which is probably like plus tax, sorry, they say over there. But I've never wore them. It was like definitely an impulse buy, and I'm definitely not going to be wearing them over there. The shoes I've packed are like much more my style, so I'm not going to get rid of these shoes because I love them. And at some point, maybe if I end up I can't with that bruise, if I do end up deciding to stay in Korea for longer than the year, then I think what I might do is send my mum some money or my brother some money, like via bank transfer, ask them to buy like a cheap suitcase for me, and then have kind of everything that's left at home shipped out to me. Like, my whole plan originally was to get rid of everything, but I can't pack everything, and I just grudge, like, some of these things I've never even wore, they still have the tag on them, they're still in great condition. I don't want to sell them because I absolutely love them, so for now I'll keep them in my wardrobe, but just a very, very, very streamlined version of the clothes I already had. So let's keep packing. When it comes to trainers, I am very particular. Sneakers, I'm very particular about the type of trainers I like to wear. I only wear shoes that are black and white, and they have to be like entirely black on top with like a white kind of rubber sole. You'll see what I mean. I'm about to show you the 3 pairs of trainers that I have right now, and they're all the exact same but just 3 different brands. What I'm going to do is I got a brand new pair maybe like 5-6 weeks ago. They're Adidas, however you say it. So what I'm going to do is I've wore those shoes maybe like 3 or 4 times, but right now I'm going to give them a little wipe and put them in my case because I want to keep them like as good as new for going away. And then the other 2 pairs that look the exact same but are older, I'm just going to wear them for the next 3 weeks, and then I'll just get rid of them because they're like basically done anyway. Oh my god, I don't know why I insist on holding my breath when I talk to the camera, because I must sound like I've got something wrong with me. Anyway, here's the shoes. So these are the 3 pairs of shoes I'm talking about. These ones are Nike, these ones are Adidas, and these ones are New Balance. So winter shoes in here, New Year shoes, Christmas shoes, and then those dark boots. This is a dress that fits, but I feel like my bust is still a little bit too big to wear it. That's a dress I'm thinking for New Year, which obviously I don't need right now. These are a little pair of trousers that are a little bit snug. That side's done, I've already showed you that. Here I've got the Manolos, the trainers, and then the 2 pairs of heels because I would rather have them in my hand luggage than this suitcase because it's less weight. So let's keep going. Okay, so I'm just about to zip this up, but I just wanted to show you. On top of that, I just put some like darker bags because, to be honest, I have like, these are the other bags I have over here, and then these ones down here. I don't really tend to wear dark bags in the summer. So I'll put all my black ones in here. Does anybody have any tips on how to pack hats? Like, obviously I don't have a ton of space. I can't take a hat box with me. But does anybody have any tips on how to do this without like totally ruining them? I mean, I'm sure they'll come back to life like after a little while, but if you have any suggestions, let me know. So, let me see if I can try and do this with one hand. I don't think so. Oh my god. I'll be back in a minute. So I've got it like this shut, but I literally just remembered something else I need to pack. These. And like my thick black socks, because again I won't need them in the summer. Yeah, I think that's it. That out of here. So let's get these in. I've got to remember before I set this all up. Ugh, how's this going to work? I don't have any like thermal underwear or anything, but if anybody's lived in South Korea like during the winter, can you like let me know just how cold it is? I mean, well, obviously I'm from Scotland, so I'm like I'm used to the cold, but I mean like how cold are we talking? Okay, that's the first case done. My poor hats are definitely gonna die. Do you know what I didn't think about at all? Coat hangers. I'm not going to pack coat hangers with me obviously, but oh my god, my poor hats. I'll stay in here. So I'm just about to start packing the large case. I have a 23 kilo limit for this one, so my idea is, like I done with the shoes in this really small carry-on case, I am going to put my 3 coats that I'm bringing. They're not coats. This green one that I showed you, the one that didn't fit me, and I have the leather jacket that's hanging up there that I showed you with the fleece thing, and I have this little corduroy jacket here, which is like, I feel like this is a really good transitional jacket. I can't remove the fleece like I can I definitely have a style. There's some denim jackets and stuff. I'm going to fit as many jackets, coats, whatever you want to call them, in this little carry-on, because touch wood, I've never had that weight, and with such a small limit on my checked bag, I'm just really concerned about the amount of stuff I'm putting in. Obviously I weigh everything before I go, and there are tons of clothes that I bought for travelling last year and the year before that cost like £10 max, so they don't have to come. It would just be good if they could come, but like I say, if I'm over my weight limit, then I'm not going to worry myself too much about it. There's loads of things that I can remove. So let's get packing. Oh, what else I was going to say was, this is the bag I'm taking on as hand luggage. Now, I do have larger handbags, but I just think it's a great bag. It's a Calvin Klein bag. I've had that bag for the best part of 4 years now. There's not, touch wood, there's not a scratch on it. It's lasted me really well. It's always the bag I take travelling with me, and it's quite a deceitful bag. You can like really pad it out, so it's quite big. So what I'm going to do is, I have little silky dresses like this, and like my t-shirts, I have some denim shorts and stuff like that. I'm going to roll everything up really, really compact and absolutely stuff that bag. On my person, I'll be wearing that fur coat, so that fur coat has pockets, and I'll like wind up a phone charger in there. I'll make sure I take a battery case. I have like a power pack for my phone, which I'll just keep on my phone. I can put my passport in there, and maybe like a bank card, but everything else, makeup, toiletries, hair tools. The only hair tool I'm going to be taking is a hair straightener actually. Everything else I'm going to put in the big case, because like there's just simply not enough space in this little handbag for it. And I want to make the little handbag and the little case weigh as much as possible, so that I can get more stuff in the big case. Do you know what I mean? So I think I'm going to put you on a little time lapse, and let's see how far we can get with this larger case. It's really big, like it is absolutely huge. So my plan is to pack 3/4 of it with clothes, and then leave 1/4 of it for like practical things, like see, I'm saying this and then I'm thinking, what about my paperwork? So I have a little folder with all my like paperwork for going away, so I might just lay that flat on top of the coats in this little case. And yeah, the quarter of that I'm going to put, like, there's some photographs I want to bring with me, but they're just the photographs, no frames or anything like that. There's 2 books I'm going to bring with me. There are some little handbags that I want to try and squeeze in here. What else? I need a little pouch for my jewellery to go in here. So there's quite a few things. So I'm going to try and dedicate a quarter to kind of miscellaneous things. My flat iron, hair straightener I want to put in here too. So let's see how I get on. Because I feel like I'm talking quite a lot, but what's new? So I made it in the video and realised that I stopped recording when I thought I kept recording. But anyway, I went on this whole spiel about how the New Balance and Nike shoes are really old and the Adidas ones are maybe like 6 weeks old, and I've only wore them 3-4 times max. So what my plan is, I've packed the Adidas ones away just like in advance right now, and I'll wear the other 2 pairs until I leave, so that the Adidas ones are like basically brand new for me going. And I showed you as well. I don't know what I've done with them. I think I packed them already. I have a pair of these like beautiful floral Adidas Gazelles, and although I was saying like I only like to wear black and white shoes, I was talking about the kind of fashion in Korea, and I feel like everything's a little bit more adventurous when it comes to print and colour, and I'm really going to try and like push myself out my comfort zone. Like I've made a conscious effort with every single piece of, look at the state of my nails, oh my god, every single piece of clothing that I've bought, I've made sure to try and incorporate some colour. Like, we're still stuck on print and checks, right? Because I don't like to wear patterns at all. Um, but I'm trying it. But I'm looking at my ward, this thing right now. I can see different reds, I can see green, I can see yellow, bright blue, pink. So for me, that's something. So I'm going to pack the Gazelles and then the pair of black and white Adidas shoes, and then that's it. I'm not taking any more. I will buy a pair of boots when I go over there, but they just take up too much room, so I'm not going to pack them right now. And that's it for clothing. And then the next few parts of the video are going to be all about like electrics, paperwork, and makeup and hair stuff. Okay, so now I'm going to pack all the more essential things. Things that maybe some people might not think about, but this is what I'm thinking, and if anybody has any more suggestions, then please let me know. So the first thing I've got is my reusable water bottle. As long as you take this through airport security with no liquid in it, you can refill it on the other side and they won't give you any bother. Here is my camera lens cover, the lens is attached, and here is the charger for it. Now, I lost the original charger for that. It used to be a Canon charger, but I think we left it in a boot in Bali. We left it at a hotel somewhere, so I had to buy this at an airport, and because I bought it at an airport, it's like an interchangeable. I don't know if you can see the little push button there. So there's like this fixture and this fixture, so you can attach it to any socket. I also found this, I have no idea where this came from. I mean, it's from IKEA, so I guess you can buy it, but it was in my room. I don't know where it came from. I probably stole it from someone. But I thought it was great because it has these 3 little USB things, so if I'm taking, I can actually charge my little laptop with a USB cable. I have a spare iPhone charger, and then I have the one I use is up there as well. Here I have a padlock that my lovely ex gave me, just in case. You just never know when you'll need stuff like that. Here I have travel adapters. I can't entirely remember if this is the type that South Korea use, but if not, I have other ones with the round prongs, like this. This is like the European fixture. So if not, I've got more downstairs, so I'll just switch over, and obviously they have like a British plug on this side. Here I have a little coin purse, and the reason I'm bringing this is because I'm not bringing the bag it goes with, so I know when I come across it on the other end, I'll know what's in it because I've not got the bag. So in here is foreign currency for East Asia. think it's mostly Vietnamese dong in here. There's not a whole lot. There's probably like 15 or 20 pounds worth in here, but it means that if I do go to Vietnam, I won't have to withdraw any cash at the airport when I'm like by myself. It'll be able to like pay for me to get a taxi or a bus or something, or whatever. I think you can get like a shuttle bus into like the centre of Hanoi, so that'll pay for that. And then I just thought whenever I have any foreign currency, I can just kind of roll it all up and shove it in here and just always have this little bag with me. Here is a waterproof phone case. They don't look like much, but honestly I've used them diving a good few times now. Not diving, snorkeling. I don't think they would work if you dove, but because of the pressure. But they just basically like velcro twice, and whenever I go on like boat trips, day trips, I usually keep both my phone and my money in here so nothing gets wet. Here is an anorak, or like a waterproof jacket. So if you heard what I said earlier, I'm not packing any big heavy winter coats, but obviously there's a chance of rain, so I thought even if I don't have something heavy duty, I'll be like protected from the water. Here is a power bank for my phone that my brother bought me for the first time we went travelling. So I still have an iPhone SE, so it's still the perfect size. You can just plug it in, charge it here, you can plug your headphones and stuff like that in. Oh, there's all spaces for everything. And you can actually plug this in while your phone's in it, and it will charge both the power pack and your phone at the same time. I just thought when I'm travelling long haul, it's really handy to have this. Here is something that one of my mum's friends actually made me for the first time I went travelling. It's like a little, I guess you could call it a fanny pack, but it's like has an adjustable buckle strap, and it's just like basically if I'm travelling on my own, it fits underneath my clothes, so I could wear it underneath like a skirt or something, and obviously nobody would be able to tell that I had it on. So what I was showing you earlier, that little backpack, the one right there, if I have that on, if anything does get stolen out of it, I'll have this on underneath whatever I'm wearing as well, so that my valuables are in here, just so that nothing valuable gets stolen. Maybe I'll have like a t-shirt or a water bottle or something in the backpack, but nothing valuable. Here are spare passport pictures, recent passport pictures. I had to get photographs taken a couple of weeks ago for my visa, so I just brought the other two because if I do end up staying in South Korea, staying on, and I have to reapply for a visa, then it saves me paying in a year's time. In here are all my files, so this is all like my degree, like any visa paperwork, things like that are in there. And I'll be taking like a copy of my birth certificate, a copy of my passport, just in case something goes wrong. And then one other thing that I think is an essential is 2 really good books. So Orientalism is like my favourite book ever written. This is basically the crux of my whole dissertation, and I've never actually read the book in its entirety. And I do have the Kindle app on my phone, but if my phone runs out or something, it's good to have some backup. Plus, as I'm talking to you, the low battery thing came up on my phone. I just think it's nice to hold a book. And here is a book that I've honestly read like 5 times in the last year. It's actually my mum's friend, so I have to ask if I can take it away with me, but if she lets me, I'll be taking this because, again, I just like to hold a book, and it's one I can never get sick of. And then in these 2 little boxes, this is what I'm going to pack like my fine jewellery in. So up on my window ledge, I don't know if you can see that, and over there are all my boxes for my nicer jewellery and watches, but I don't want to take up that much space, so I'm just going to kind of put everything in its little protective bag and put them all in these 2 little compact thin cases, as you can see. And I think that's about it for kind of practical stuff. And here are all the smaller bags I'm taking with me that I'm going to put in my case right now. And it's time for makeup and hair stuff, and then that's me all done. I just remembered something else when I was looking at my jewellery there. I kind of streamlined my like costume jewellery, I guess you would call it, into this. Can you see that? So again, like I've done with my clothes, I'm going to have like one final look over everything and then just shove it all in a bag basically, because I don't really care if any of that stuff gets broken. It's not very good to say, but it's true. Right, okay, let's get the makeup done. I just thought I should point out as well, like if you're going to have bags like this in a case anyway, you might as well use up the space inside them. So I'm going to try and squeeze as many of the electronic things in here. And then in these two ones, I'm going to put like my underwear. And I think I'm only going to take kind of like t-shirt bras with me, so I'll put them in the case itself. But as you can see, there's like still quite a bit of room left. I done it, I left the quarter, so we'll see how we go. Okay, so I'm not sure what I was doing. I think I honestly forgot to press record because I've done a whole spiel and sit down about all the different products I'm taking with me. But I have to quickly add this to the end of the video. But just to give you a rough idea of what I'm bringing, I have probably streamlined my makeup collections about a third of what it normally was. There's still some left over there, but for the most part I'm going to just get rid of or like give to my friends stuff that I'm not taking with me. So first thing going in is a Revolution contour and powder palette. That one's a little bit done. As you can see, I've like hit pan on the yellow, so I think I'm going to buy myself one of these and two of the Revolution concealers before I go. I have these two little Collection 2000 just like nude eyeshadow palettes. I'm like a very big nude eyeshadow wearer. I'm not really that adventurous. Other eyeshadows I have are these little single pan MAC eyeshadows. I have 4 of them, so like a beautiful rose gold colour, a kind of nice light champagne, and 2 darker browns. Studio Fix, L'Oreal Infallible, 3 contour sticks, concealers I should say, NYX Radiant Creamy Concealer from NARS, and this is just a Collection 2000 one, which is really good. I put like a really thin layer of this under my foundation and it always makes my makeup last so good. A little Tarte pressed translucent powder, a NYX loose translucent powder. Really bad flashback, so use it sparingly, but it's the best powder I've ever used if you have oily skin like I do. Benefit Professional, MAC Studio Fix Plus, Sunbeam, great if you're on holiday and you want your skin to look a little bit glowy. I always mix it in with my moisturiser. If you have a good tan as well, it's really good to use as a highlighter. Nail polish, which by the look of things I should be leaving out and using right now. There are a ton of brushes, majorly streamlined my brush collection. These ones are all Morphe, and this one's a Real Technique. Wow, everything's faded. But this is what I use. Oh, it says it here, cheek brush. This is what I use to apply my foundation, my contour, my concealer, everything. I used to be a beauty blender person, but those days are gone. Here are 3 matte lip pencils, bright red, dark red, and nude. Eyeshadow, eyeliner and mascara, tools, scissors, tweezers, curler, eyebrow pencil, lip balm, a million MAC bullets because I'm not leaving any of them behind, and a little comb. And then the only things I'll be bringing, like, see, this is why I was wearing a hat earlier. The only things I'll be bringing like toiletry wise will be my razor. I have one in a little compact. I'll be bringing my own like blonde shampoo. I'll be bringing face moisturiser, body moisturiser, and a flat iron, and that's it. And my little Tangle Teezer brushes, which I should probably use right about now. Like I said at the beginning of this video, if you have absolutely any recommendations on things to take with you, things that you think I've overpacked on, things that I wouldn't think of, then please do let me know, because like I said, I've still got 3 weeks left. Obviously I've still got to pack my underwear. I'm not going to show you that. But yeah, I think that's it. So feel free to leave a comment, let me know what you think of my packing situation, and again, leave me any recommendations, and I will see you in like 3 or 4 days with another video. Thanks for watching.